right, so we're right outside of the Los Angeles Bureau, right? This is something rare for this city, which is one of these winter rainstorms. It's going to dump thousands and thousands of gallons of water on top of us, swelling the LA River. Take a look at this thing. So this should end the drought, right? Well, not quite.
That's because precipitation in California has no impact on 1/4 of the water source here, the Colorado River, which has been in a 23-year-long drought. This year, the U.S. government is planning to announce cutbacks in Colorado River water to the 40 million people who use it. To assess that impact, we started below Yuma, Arizona, with Tom Davis, general manager of the Yuma Waters Association, providing water to farmers along the U.S.-Mexico border.
What happens in 5-10 years when there's still no resolution? Do you see that scenario? Are you worried about that?
Do I see a solution? I don't. If the drought persists, the reservoirs go dry. It's that simple.
We drove through acres of farmland, giving us a glimpse at why this area produces most of the winter vegetables grown in the U.S. between October and April. Eventually, we found ourselves on the other side of the border wall, but still on U.S. soil. After a few miles, we had to turn around. The U.S. Border Patrol was processing migrants who had just come across from Mexico, so we doubled back to get a good look at the river.
Now, we're on the other side of a wall. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean we're in Mexico, right?
That's right.
Okay. So,
that's right.
Well, let's walk. Where are
Sure.
we? Over here, it looks like a riverbed.
It is.
Is that the Colorado?
That's the Colorado riverbed right there.
Why is it dry?
Yeah. So this river is always dry at this point. So that's the border. This is the United States. And that's Mexico.
That's
right
Mexico
over there.
on the other side.
On the other
river
side
is the
of this
border.
dry.
Here, the river is always dry. At this point, California, Arizona, and Mexico have already siphoned off their allotted amounts of water.
The fact that it's dry here, a symbol of that?
It is. Every drop of Colorado River water in the United States is accounted for.
From Yuma, we went to Imperial County, California, the other key producer of winter vegetables and another big user of Colorado River water. Just outside of Holtville, we found Jack Vesey's farm. Jack was kind enough to drive us to one of his fields being harvested.
We're farming approximately like 10,000 acres.
10,000, yeah, that's big.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be beautiful.
It's harvested a windstorm. How about that? Let me grab one of these. Thank you. So this is just part of just crop safety?
Yeah, food safety.
Food safety.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Our standard operating procedures is that everybody wears a hairnet to go out in the field.
What else have you had to do to sort of mitigate because of the crisis? Does it feel like you guys are being asked to do too much?
No, I mean, I think as a farmer, most of my neighbors and the farmers here locally, we understand that we need to be part of a solution.
It works so fast and so efficient. It's amazing. How quickly they are with the knife.
They put it into those boxes and they ship it right off to the grocery store.
Irrigation runoff from farms like Vesey's flows north into the Salton Sea, the biggest lake in California. But as farmers conserve water, the sea has been drying up. And as the winds picked up, so did the dust.
What do you see when you look out the window?
It's hard to see anything, Mitch. It's really hard to see anything. It's dust everywhere.
We headed right for the heart of the Salton Sea to a restoration project aimed at reducing all that dust from areas of the dried lake bed by restoring wildlife habitats.
Hi there.
So it's a very windy day.
Very windy, as you can see. So watch out, it's very uneven surface here. Definitely don't want to have any accidents.
Yep.
So you'll see here we have a very soft soil, and then it gets a lot harder. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That feels a lot better. So this is
here.
But this is what it's all about, right? I mean,
Yeah. So as you can see here, the sea is receding.
Yeah. How fast is this receding?
When I started working here, this was underwater.
All of this was underwater.
All of that was underwater,
Where we were
yeah.
standing, was this underwater?
Totally underwater.
We would be
Yes.
underwater right now.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Hi. Can you get that back at this point?
You would need to have some sort of a flood event.
Steve Patterson is joining us now live. So, Steve, I think if I'm looking at your shot, I think I know very well that river that you're next to there. It's the one behind the Bureau, right? Like, it is always dry. And I'm so struck by something you said that is really important here, that even with all the rain you've been getting in California, which is rare, that doesn't matter. That's not going to overcome this drought stuff.
It's not. You know, this is rare, and there's water in all the right places, right? Especially where it counts. There's significant snowpack in the Rocky Mountains. That directly feeds that river system. There's about 120 to 150% of what we would normally see of snowpack up there. The problem is we're talking about a 23-year mega drought. So the soil up there is really dry. It may not all run off into the river. The problem really now relies on human intervention. We can't rely on Mother Nature anymore. It's going to take intervention at the state or federal level, which means cutbacks on water. It means conserving the water that we have right now. That's the only way. Hallie?
That's it. Steve Patterson, great to see you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.